So if you go back 5 years ago, okay, Nucleus obviously started in my bedroom, in just my childhood bedroom. And I remember on the first page in my first notebook, I wrote that I want to build an application that could not only help adults live longer and healthier lives, but also have healthy children. And I think what's amazing about the IVF experience is it really brings the entirety of the Nucleus universe, the Nucleus products together, right? What's unique about Nucleus as a business is we never thought of ourselves as just a embryonic testing business or an adult testing business. We thought of ourselves as really the genetic optimization company, a company that thought about the entire stack of how genetics can be useful to someone. And if you think about IVF, we're really combining IVF Plus specifically, we're really combining all our products into this experience. And so IVF Plus is really the natural culmination of what really has been 5 years of effort from the team. Nucleus IVF Plus is a new IVF option for parents who want to give their child the best possible start in life. And so after we launched Nucleus Embryo, which was genetic optimization software, literally thousands of couples around the world reached out to us. And what we found is that many of these couples didn't just have questions on genetics, but the entire IVF experience. Things from what clinic should I go to, all the way to what's the right prenatal testing to me. And so what we learned is that the genetics part of IVF wasn't just from yesteryear, but the entire experience is actually pretty archaic. And so we brought the team together and said, how can we better serve kind of modern day couples doing IVF? And that's how we came up with IVF Plus. The way Nucleus IVF Plus works is actually super simple. So let's say you're a couple, for example, in LA, and you want to do IVF. You don't want to do IVF the old way, where it just focused on sort of rare genetic conditions. You want to do IVF focused on really your future kid, giving them the best possible start in life. And so you would actually go on Nucleus, you'd book a consultation with us, and we would connect you with our partner in LA, which is Beverly Hills Fertility, one of the most preeminent IVF clinics actually in the world. And once you arrive at Beverly Hills, they would give you what's called Nucleus Family, which is a DNA kit for basically mom and dad. And this would help prevent really what's at this point almost 2,000 different hereditary diseases from being passed down to your future child. From there, we actually take those genetic results and use that to do really precise embryonic testing, right? So you might hear the words PGTA, PGTP, PGTM with IVF Plus. You don't even need to worry about that. We'll do the right testing in your embryos at the right time. And that will give you access to Nucleus Embryo, which is genetic optimization software, which helps you basically pick your embryo based on what is most important to you. So as you can see, IVF Plus is like an entire end-to-end experience using the most advanced technology so you can give your child the best possible start in life. One of the most interesting things for me after Nucleus Embryo is I actually personally sat in probably hundreds of different conversations with couples undergoing IVF. And I honestly couldn't believe how often I became a counselor. And a counselor not even about genetics, honestly, but about, what different testing to use when and which clinic to go to, which physician has the best bedside manner, for example. And I realized as I was doing these interviews, I was like, wait a second, genetics, is actually the end of IVF, right? IVF starts somewhere completely else, right? It starts at the, at the clinic with a physician and with a couple who just wants to have a child, and then genetics eventually becomes part of that picture, but it's not the picture. And I thought that we had to solve for that, right? And so, we brought the team together, and that's how we came up with IVF Plus. Nucleus has an extremely high standard for which clinics are in our network. We actually look at a lot of different metrics that people use to measure the quality of IVF clinics to determine which clinics we work alongside. And I would say that, one thing that personally I do, I will literally go and actually tour the clinic and speak with the physicians, look at the lab, for example, speak with even patients who've undergone care at the clinics to make sure that every Nucleus IVF Plus customer is personally taken care of. Dr. Goldstein and the rest of the staff at Beverly Hills Fertility are absolutely fantastic. It's really a model for how we think about we're going to be working with all our clinic partners, not just nationally, by the way, but internationally. Dr. Goldstein, I think, is a extremely unique doctor because of not just her experience and knowledge, but really her bedside manner and her ability to personalize IVF to the specific couple or specific patient that she's working with.